Hey folks, once again, it's Captain James Nelson here with Dude Craft Guitars. Check it out, we finally did it. This is the BS-12, that's right, which means Bajo Sexto for those of you who don't understand what BS really is. Maybe some of you do. But anyway, this is the first, as far as I know, electric 12-string multi-scale bass guitar. I'm pretty sure this is the first. I've tried Google, I've tried other search engines, I've looked all over. If you can find another one, show me, because I'm interested to see how they did it. Now, the way I did it, and all the details are going to be down below, but the way I did this one is, and a lot of this per customer's request, is we've got dual outputs. So we've got this set of pickups right here, these Seymour Duncan P-Bass pickups. Now, these are actually going, as you can see, they pretty much, the magnet's really constrained just on the bass strings. They go out this output jack. And I've got a blender knob. So you can run it through dual amp, or you can run it through a single amp out this and then just blend it over. Or you could, blend however you want. These are actually concentrating on the treble strings, and then we've got a dude-approved rail system on the bridge, and that one's all out the guitar jack, and it's got all the strings. Lot to describe on this one. I'm not going to be doing all 12 minutes of looping. I'm just going to give you a quick sound sample because there's so much to talk about with this guitar. Again, all the pertinent features like what woods we use and all that, tuners and all that is in there, but I just wanted to really cover this real quickly. There was no bridge system for this guitar because it doesn't exist yet. So it's not like I could just get an aftermarket bridge system. It is multi-scale, as you could see. And because of that, we needed to find a way to make it work. Now, these are actual Labella Bajo Sexto strings. And if you look for Bajo Sextos, you'll find a lot of acoustic instruments. Beautiful instruments these guys make. And their strings actually do a wraparound in, much like a classical guitar. So, except instead of tying a knot, they come with the loop already for you. Excuse me, I got a cough. Been fighting something going on here. Not COVID though, I promise you. But anyway, it's getting kind of, you notice how I'm dressed. It's getting cold here in San Diego, and cold for us. May seem warm to a lot of places, but it's still cold. But anyway, so I get back to that. Now I had to make the bridge assembly itself, and what I did is that's made out of graphite. That's the same rod material that I use in the necks. It's actually, they call it rod, but it's more of a beam than a rod. But anyway, and I've got set screws, so you could, kind of tilt it a little bit for intonation with set screws, grub screws, whatever you want to call them. And then, of course, we've got the height adjustments. You could go in and out. And they've got the thumb wheel, but quite frankly, it's a lot easier with the screwdriver. But I digress. Let's get you to a little sound sample. I said I was going to keep this short, and let's do that. So right now I've got everything on. So I'm splitting the guitar pickups right up in the middle. I've got all the trebles, everything up, and I've got the bass going out that. Now what I'm going to do is, since I don't have a bass amp, I'm recording everything through the DAW. So my digital audio workstation is going to get all of that for you. Excuse me. I'm going to put the guitar mostly left and the bass mostly right for you. I'm not going to play crazy with the effects. I do have this all plugged in my board. Mostly I use it for a tuner. Try tuning 12 bass strings, huh? I'll let you guys debate whether or not you play a bass with a pick or a thumb. I'm not going to play 12 strings with a thumb, but... Okay, so what I did is I isolated these pickups for the guitar part, and then of course these for the bass. You notice a lot of the twang went away. I'll show you why. Let's go back to this one now. You hear, that's where all the twang is in that rail. cool, huh? Now you do have separate volumes, so I can turn up. Okay, let me go ahead and put this blender so you'll hear the bass now on just as much on the left as you do, probably less on the right because I put it all in there. So that's probably what it's going to sound like if you ran the whole thing through a guitar amp. Okay, and then this would be blended. So there you have it. I mean, it's a pretty cool little guitar. It's, as far as I know, it's the first one made. I would love to make another one. You always learn as you go. I do feel that as much as I try to make this thing as perfect as I can. There's some things that I looked at, especially even before the paint job, trying to figure out what goes where and setting it up. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe I'll do that a little differently next time. But in the long run, the overall appeal of it, I'm really happy with. And if I made another one, I'd probably do it pretty much the same. Maybe a seafoam green, you know, but that's depends on the customer who orders it. Maybe you want it blonde, maybe you want all black, I don't know. But definitely this is the way to go. I think what I would do differently now that I look at it is I do have this pickup mounted to the pickup pick guard, whereas these are mounted direct because that's normally how you do that. It's kind of, when I was adjusting the screws, it's kind of counterintuitive because these you tighten to raise and these you loosen to raise. So that was kind of weird. So maybe next time I'll just make this a direct mount as well. And in doing that, that means I don't have to have a big pick guard. So if somebody wanted to go with like a fancy wood grain and we could back route these things, then you know, you could do it that way. But it's a really cool guitar, really good instrument. I wish I could play it better. Ah, what the heck. Let's throw a little distortion on there and see what that sounds like. It's pretty cool. Okay, so there you have it. From Dude Craft Guitars, very custom order for Gabe. And again, as far as I know, it's the very first Bajo Sexto multi-string electric guitar that's the first one I've ever seen. So, and it was a lot of fun to make. And I would make another one. Thanks again, folks, for tuning in to Dude Craft Guitars. Please click the like and subscribe so you'll know when the next video is coming out. I promise you, I've got the finality coming up on the Naima. We got the Molly demo coming up. I've got about 19 other guitars that we're going to be finishing up here. At least 6 of them before the end of the year. So that's my plan. And yeah, that counts as one, and so does that. So that's really only 4 others than what you see here in the picture. Thank goodness. All right, thanks again for tuning in to Dude Craft Guitars, and there you go.